Once a prototype has been created, it's time to take that prototype and test it in the real world. The goal is to find users that can test your prototype and provide some feedback to see if it's performing up to your expectations. Over the past few weeks, I have been looking at my simple learning cycle and how it applies to AP Biology. My goal is to make this class more hands-on, to give the students the opportunity to actually build and create and make big connections. I decided that the first step was to look at how I have organized AP Biology. What order do the topics or the units come in? How are the essential knowledge standards provided by the AP College Board? Where and how do those fit into each of my units and my lessons? And also, can I turn a topic into a lesson question to allow the students to actually explore as they try to answer those questions? Finally, I hope to build on those lesson questions by adding both unit questions and overall course questions. Because this organizational document is just a prototype, I wanted to share this information with other AP Biology teachers and give them a chance to offer suggestions so that I can make improvements. Hopefully, by using this feedback and having these conversations, we can take this prototype and make revisions as we continue to test and refine this overall organization. Now that I had a plan in place, it was time to communicate with other AP Biology teachers. First, I went to email and I sent out a few emails explaining the purpose of the email, what I was trying to accomplish in my class, and asking if they'd be willing to review this organizational document and offer any input. I also sent out a few text messages to some other former coworkers and friends asking them the same idea, if they'd be willing to look over this Google Doc. Finally, I went to social media and I tweeted out a request for help. Not knowing who was out there, but knowing that Twitter has a big following of teachers, I hoped that I would be able to encounter some other teachers that I don't know who might be willing to shed some important insights on this whole idea. In addition to asking them to comment on the Google Doc, I also created a survey to get some more specific feedback. I set up the survey in a way to allow teachers, if they had something more to say, to click yes, and it would take them to a page where they could provide that feedback. However, if the teacher didn't have anything more specific to say, they could click no, and it would just take them to the following section. It is my hope that the feedback received through both the Google form and through the Google survey will provide good information for me as I continue to revise that prototype, allowing me to avoid failure and continuing to build towards success of this AP Biology class.